Hello everybody. I decided to do a reading for you today because sometimes we just need something. Alright. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. So this one threw it out, so I'm going to say that this is the premise of the message. So I'm going to pull the top card and the bottom card to see what this card is describing. Death card. Knight of Cups. So we're going to take a second and just look at those real quick for just one moment and see what we're going through. Okay, so the Death card did come in reverse, which means when we get the Death card, they're literally the death of something, to release something. And if we're looking at this card, it has fallen on the side where the hand is giving money to something. Now, the Knight of Cups is falling on the side with the scale over it. So let's imagine two things, two people, two somethings. Something you're financially investing in, that you've probably had a long time awareness of, to pull your energy out of. Now, sometimes that can be something that you're paying for repeatedly that you don't need. It can be giving money to somebody all the time, someone who comes to you asking for money all the time, an obligation, because Six of Pentacles is, when we give something, the energy of what we give something to. Is it serving us or is it draining us? So something you are giving your money, time, effort, energy, a person, a place, a thing, is being asked to be released. And something that you have been neglecting needs love. So something about priorities. What has been a priority and what has been being overlooked in some kind of way. Sometimes it can be you. Sometimes it can be an aspect of yourself that maybe you're ignoring, right? You're like, imagine in inner world, outer world, maybe you're putting too much effort into the outer world. And maybe there's something about your inner world that needs effort, nurturing, caring, attention, detail, something like that. It can also be quite literally two people. There's somebody that is draining you, and sometimes the death energy can be toxic, It can be something that feels intense and heavy and weighty. And then there's, I want to call it a soft energy, because the Knight of Cups is, a softer, loving touch. But if you notice, both of these energies are walking the same way. Right? Both of these energies are going the same way. Both of these energies. So, whatever you're trying to accomplish doesn't mean you're not going to accomplish something. It simply means that maybe the avenue in which you're trying to accomplish something needs to change. Figure out what is draining you in any way possible that you can feel drained in. And then ask yourself, what needs to be fed? What needs to be nurtured? What needs to have the light of day? And the reason why I'm saying light of day is because on this card you see the sun rising. Normally the death card can allude to some sort of depression or depressive or repressive, something, like something like that. So something needs to see the light of day, and maybe it could be something to do with your creativity. How much time are you putting into work? 6 always equals, what we're doing for a job sometimes. It can equal our health, it can equal our habits, but for me it seems something to do with working. You're working on something of value, and maybe sometimes you're undervaluing something that has more value, that has a more loving approach, and something that allows you to dream and think about things in a different way. So money is important, obviously, but if it feels bad, it's probably bad. So allow yourself to continue on the path that you're doing, but just be aware of where you're feeling drained, where something feels like it's being taken from you repeatedly and you feel almost obligated to it in a negative type of way. And what energies are soft, loving, and kind, and sometimes subtle, and sometimes doesn't speak at all. And ask yourself, is that peace? Is that the direction in which I've been ignoring the whole time because it's quiet? Maybe that's the direction I need to turn towards. I need to turn towards something else. I hope that helps today. Bye, guys.